Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Colourpop cosmetics haul. I've never done one of these before, and who doesn't love Colourpop? They're amazing and they're super affordable, and I got my hands on some of the new palettes. I've been kind of collecting them the past couple of months, like story of my life. But anyways, I would really like to show you guys what I purchased, so if you would like to see, please keep watching. So I guess we'll just go ahead and start with this random little thing. So one of the orders that I placed was late, like took like 3 weeks to get here. So I was a little bit irritated, but when it finally showed up, I found this in here, which I thought was nice. Like they didn't have to do that. Like most companies do not send extra product if they're late. It's kind of like they're late. There's like nothing you can do about it, but they stuck this little, lippy stick in here and a little card that says sorry we're late, xoxo Colourpop. So I thought that was really nice. They didn't have to do that. So it's just a mini lippy stick and it's in the shade Chateau, I think. It looks like it's gonna be a perfect fall color. Matches my shirt too. That's pretty. So the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is the Sonia Essman times Colourpop. No idea who that is. Sorry, Sonia, I don't know. And it's the Here Comes the Sun Super Shock Cheek Palette. This is the packaging or the box. And then you open it up and it just looks like their standard eyeshadow palettes. So this is what it looks like. And I didn't realize when I purchased this that it was like the same formula as the Super Shock Shadows, which I guess I should have figured that out by the name Super Shock Cheek Palette or whatever this was called. So I'm a little like, cause it's like wet. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Super Shock shadows themselves unless they're like the metallic ones, because I just don't feel like they blend well with brushes. But here are the two swatches. I think they're really pretty. I just wish I would have paid more attention when I was buying this. Next, I bought a few more of their pressed eyeshadows. I really like them. They remind me of Make a Peek. And again, they come in this palette right here. And when you first get them, you can only put in 4 shades, but my other 2 palettes that I have. So I'm pretty sure after I took out this little like foamy piece of something, I was able to fit, I want to say at least 10 shadows instead of just the standard 4. So if you didn't know that, go ahead and like give that a try, because then you'll have more room. So these are the 4 shades I got, and then I have 2 additional shades down here. I just haven't gotten around to like pulling this little thing out yet. So the first shade that I have in here is called Tiki, and it's this really pretty like mustardy color. Next up, I have this shade called Beach Blanket, and it kind of reminds me of a darker version of Make a Peek's Creme Brulee, which is one of my favorite transition shades. Then I have this shade called Paper Tiger, and I take it back. This is a true mustard shade, I believe. And then the first yellow shade I showed you called Tiki is more of like a canary yellow, so my bad. Next, I have this shade called Cutouts, and this is kind of like a soft melon color, if you will, like a soft kind of orange shade. So the last shade I have is called Take the Lead, and it's just a gray shade. So here are all the shades swatched. I think they're really pretty. So I purchased 4 of their eyeshadow palettes. So the most recent one I think I have out of this is the My Little Pony, and like look at the packaging. Oh my goodness, so cute. This comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 shades. And I just think this is so adorable. It's the front, and then you have the shades on the back with all the names. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. There's no mirror, which I don't mind because I don't ever use palette mirrors anyways. And I know a lot of people prefer mirrors, but I don't really care. But I think these shades are just so pretty. Like this one is calling my name right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch a couple of them. The ones that are speaking to me. Oh, they're so pigmented. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect for the holidays. So the main thing I noticed when I got these eyeshadow palettes in the mail is that they're actually like really small. I didn't realize like how tiny they were gonna be just by looking at them on Instagram, but just for comparison, So this is a normal size shadow, and then this is the shadow size of the ones in the palette. So they're about, I wouldn't say half the size as a single shadow, maybe a little bit more than half, but the palette is like way smaller than it looks online. Next up, I picked up the Carucci Femme Rosa.she palette. Every time I hear her name, I want to say it like how Chris Brown says it in that one song where he's like, "You dare me to say your name?" Or "You want me to say your name?" or something like that. And he's like, that's how I say it in my head every time I read this woman's name. Anyway, so again, the packaging is really cute. It just has a bunch of roses on it, and then it has all the names of the shadows on the back. I think it's so gorgeous. If you love like mauve rose gold shades, like this is the palette for you. It's so pretty. So the pressed pigment ones are kind of chunky, but they're super pigmented, so the mattes are kind of rough. This formula feels way different than that last palette we just swatched. So here are some of the swatches. This one's kind of chunky, but it's pretty. Weird, I feel like the formula is different on this palette than on the My Little Pony one, like the most recent one. Still really pretty though. Definitely maybe want to use a glitter glue or some MAC Fix Plus though in those shimmery shades. So let's talk about some face products, and then we'll come back to the other two eyeshadow palettes that I bought. I picked up just one of each because I didn't know if I was gonna like them and I didn't want to buy a bunch. So the first one I got is the Colourpop, pressed powder face, and this is the bronzer, I think. I don't know, it says bronzer and highlighter. This is the packaging, and it's in the shade, what? I don't know. So this is the packaging. It's super cute. It's like a plastic. It's not like the cardboard like the eyeshadow palette. This is the highlight, what? It says highlighter, but then it says bronzer, so I'm confused. So you just pull it up. Okay, well that's definitely a highlighter. You have a mirror, and then this is the shade. It's so light you can't even see it. I'm pretty sure I ordered the lightest highlighting shade. I don't know what color this is. So the only thing on the box says play. So I have no idea. Little, ooh. Maybe it'll apply differently with a brush, but it's super chunky. I don't like that. It reminds me of this hard candy highlighter I have. I mean, it looks pretty, but it's really chunky. So sorry, I don't know the name of that. That's weird. I don't know why I can't find it anywhere. Like I said, the box just says S''IL voice play. No. The next one I have, this says CA Dreaming, so I'm assuming this is the California Dreaming. I want to say this is the bronzer. So again, it's the same like plastic packaging, which I really like. Okay, so this is the bronzer. So you have a mirror again, and this is the shade I got. It looks a little warm, like extremely warm, and a little bit of like a red undertone. But you guys can see that. It didn't swatch as dark as it looks in the pans. Maybe if I used a light hand, but I can definitely see the red undertone of it. Next up, I picked up the No Filter Concealer, and I believe I got, no, I didn't get the light shade, I don't think. I got the shade Fair 5. I love the packaging. I think it's super simple, but like it's super nice at the same time. So I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this concealer, and maybe like the 2 or 3 people I saw on YouTube said they liked it, but I haven't really seen anything where people said they didn't like it. I don't know. It smells like paint, but that's the shade that I got right there. It looks like it's pretty full coverage. If not, it's definitely medium full coverage, or it's definitely medium coverage. It's not light at all. Kind of like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. It's more like a light to medium coverage. This looks like it could be medium to full. So back over to another eyeshadow palette. I picked up the Yes Please palette, and this thing seriously sold out so many times before I could get a hold of it. It also has like the Nylon Magazine Award or some kind of magazine award, but this is the front of it. I don't know if you can see it, but it says QAF Colourpop in yellow. Again, all the names are on the back. I think it's so pretty. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona. I bought it because I'm crazy, but I think it's the Sunset palette that it's supposed to be a dupe for. They're super pigmented. They're also kind of powdery. There's an orange shade in here that it's like an orangey yellow. So here's some of the swatches. Sorry, I got makeup underneath this nail. Don't think I'm gross. So this is the shade that I really like. I should do like a dupe video since I have the Natasha Denona palette and this one. So maybe that'll be a future video. So I have 3 things left. I picked up the highlighting palette and it's called Gimme More, and it's the pressed powder highlight, which I hope the formula is way better than that other highlighter that we couldn't figure out the name of. I really like the packaging too. I'm obsessed with this like coral orange shade for the summertime. So this just says, I like your face, Colourpop. And then the names are on the back as well. But this palette reminds me of the Nicole Guerrero times Anastasia palette. That orange shade does. Definitely gonna be swatching that orange shade because duh, which I wouldn't use as a highlighter, but I would use as like a blush topper. Oh, see this white one. This white one feels like that other highlighter. Weird, it's like none of the formula is like consistent. It's all like different. Some of them are chunky and one is like kind of smooth. Here are some of the swatches. Hopefully you can see them, but the formula is just really, it's like chalky chunky. But when I swatch them, they're like really pretty. It's just weird. Like, look at those. They're really pretty. I love this one to be a cheek topper. So the last eyeshadow palette I picked up is called the I Think I Love You palette, and it's really pretty packaging. Almost makes me want to keep the box. This just screamed fall to me, and that's why I bought it, honestly. But look how pretty this packaging is. Look at that. So pretty. I love it. So I'm definitely gonna swatch the black shade because I feel like black shades are kind of hit and miss, but ooh, that's a good one. And the copper shade, it's weird. It's like, I feel like the shimmery, or what are they, like pressed glitters? Like, I don't even know. I feel like they're chunky. Like, there's a bunch of pigment, but they're chunky. It's weird. But look at that black though. That's intense. So here are the swatches. I don't know about you guys, but I think this eyeshadow palette swatched the best. Super pretty. So the last thing that I picked up are 3 of the Ultra Satin Lip Trios, and it came in this little packaging right here. I can't really remember, like, do I have the satin? It's Satin's Dry Matte. I don't know. The first shade right here is called Mystic, and it kind of matches my shirt. This is a really pretty, like, plummy shade. Plummy fuchsia, I don't know, maroon. Oh. I think I got a bad one. This is like completely dried out. That's how it's supposed to be, but my other ones don't look like this. So the next one is called Rain, and it's kind of like a dark nude with a little bit of like a warm, I don't know, I'm horrible at describing things. It's like a dark nude with a little bit of like maroon or red, I don't know. Okay, so the formula on this one is okay. It's nice and liquidy, so that means that other one I just got was bad. So this formula is completely dried out. See how this one looks a little bit shiny, creamy, because it hasn't dried down yet? This is a bust. And since I hoard makeup until I sit down and film hauls, it's probably too late for me to send it back. And then the last one I picked up is called Stud, and it just looks like a darker version of Rain. And that's that shade right there. See, these two swatch so nice. That one is a bust. That makes me so angry. Okay guys, that concludes my Colourpop haul. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you've tried any of these things, let me know in the comments below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you'd like to see more of me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.